It has been a while since the last video. Sorry about that. But I'm still here, and I still have like 18 months backlog of video clips, so buckle up and let's get going, because this episode is gonna be a wild one. I wasn't lying, look at that. Level 100 farming. From Chinchompers. That's the content you wait 4 months to see. Incredible stuff. The sound effects really sell it too. I mean, just listen to this. And this is gonna be level 85 woodcutting, just because I was close to the level. And 93 summoning. This is a nice level because I know that I have an ancient effigy somewhere in the bank from 93 summoning. This one? Nope. This one. Oh yeah. I want to do a lot of bossing in this episode, and starting at KC 325 at Rax and 2 Onyxes. Oh nice, that is 20 million range XP. I didn't know that was coming up. Ooh, it's a spider leg. Spider leg middle, very nice. Bottom and middle, so pretty close to getting another spider leg assembled. Just need a fang to go with it. One thing I've been wanting to do is grind out a boss that doesn't have an enrage mechanic. The thing about Araxor is that once I hit about 150% enrage or so, the kills become quite punishing and resource intensive, and it just doesn't really make sense to keep pushing. But then I have to wait until the next day before getting more kills, and this goes, double when the minion path is open because the minion path is terrible. So it means that sometimes I'm in the mood to mindlessly grind a boss for an afternoon, and Araxor just doesn't scratch that itch. It's better to just kill him for 30 minutes or an hour or something each evening. Enter Helwyr, the big green dog, or deer, or bear, or whatever. He's one of the God Wars 2 bosses, and his drops are focused around magic. He drops tier 80 power armor and a tier 85 wand and orb. This is actually really nice for me, because I recently got the Greater Concentrated Blast Codex for Kerapac, which is absolutely busted, but it only works with magic dual wield. In fact, this spell is so strong that it's probably better to use this spell along with the tier 85 weapons from Helwyr than use a tier 90 staff from Araxor and not be able to use the upgraded blast ability. The drop rates are affected by your reputation, but assuming you have maximum rep, which I should have for most of the grind, you get the weapons at a drop rate of 1 in 179 each, according to the wiki. The 3 armor pieces are also 1 in 179, and can actually drop from any of the God Wars 2 bosses, but they come dormant, and before you can use them, you need to combine them with a crest from one of the bosses. Helwyr drops the Crest of Saren, which also makes a magic variant I mentioned earlier, and it is, once again, a 1 in 179 drop. All in all, I need 3 Crests of Saren, so I'm chasing 8 uniques total. Helwyr also drops something called Serenic Essence as a much more common 1 in 44 drop rate at max reputation, and this is used to overcharge the magic armor to make it tier 85, but it's just a temporary buff that reverts after some time, and I'm not really counting it as unique. I'll get as many of these as I get, and we'll see if I end up using them. Aside from this, Helwyr also drops a ton of useful commons for an Ironman. Most notably, he's a great source of sharks for PVM, diamonds and dragonstone for portage charges, magic logs for XP or simple components, high value salvage for alks, and land times or dwarf weeds for making super magic or super range potions. So just in general, he's a fantastic boss for Ironman to be killing in general, and definitely not one I'm going to mind going dry on. Alright, so this is KC 100 at Helwyr. I started this grind at KC 95 or something, so I haven't been here long, but it is a nice milestone. This is going to be KC number 125, and I'm starting to get into the groove with this boss. I've only really killed him on Reaper tasks before, so 6 or 7 kills at a time, and it's nice to just sit here for a few hours at a time, get the muscle memory going, so don't have to focus as much, and just rack up that kill count. It's very different from Rax, let me tell you. Before I get too deep into the grind, I should actually max out my Serum reputation, because currently my drop rate for uniques is not as good as it could be, I'm very close to max already, so this stack of Zamorakian tokens should do it. There you go, Seren Perfectionist. And that means I'm now getting the best possible drop chance from Hellwig going forward. I am still trying to do a little bit of racks every day, and I'm using range like a good little Ironman, maxing out my Fang chances. Nothing. Ooh, Onyxes. So I did my first ever effigy incubator a bit ago, and my strategy of filling them up is to get the farming ones, because you can fill them up insanely fast from player-owned farms, like way faster than you can get them from the monthly minigame. And once you crack them, you can use the lamp on a different skill, which for me is Hunter right now, but it could be runecrafting as well, which is super annoying to level as an Iron Man. I've got a Dragon Slayer task, which means it is back to the Dragonkin laboratory, and I very nearly died here against Astalon, but instead, I triumph and get nothing good. This fight is still painfully slow, but that's going to be a PB at the Blackstone Dragon. What's the kill time? Wait, we got the pet? We got the Dungeoneering pet? Wow, that is not what I expected. Wow, Dungeoneering pet at like almost 6 million Dungeoneering XP. From Elite Dungeons. That is that's really cool. Oh, that's a leg piece. Leg piece bottom. Always like to get uniques at racks. Very nice at KC number 347. And that's KC number 350 at the Big Spider for nothing. All that bossing means invention XP, and that's level 95 invention gains. Oh, what's that? That's the Steadfast Scale. How rare is that? It's worth 40 million GP, wow. Okay, so you attach it to the Steadfast boots from Glaciers, which I'll probably never get, to make tier 90 Emberkeen boots, which are basically just degradable masterwork boots you can't repair. It is a rare though, it's 1 in 768 from Rune Dragons, and they only drop it on task. Onyxes and a Pheromone. That's basically the best possible drop without a unique. I have a Ripper Demon Slayer task, and I usually skip these, but I thought, now I have the summoning level, let's try turning some of these Ripper Demon pouches. Because Ripper Demons are an incredibly strong DPS familiar. What am I doing wrong here? Oh my god, I don't have the summoning level. I need level 96. I'm level 93. What is wrong with me? Okay, we're coming to the end of this task, and the Slayer XP is fine. Like, it's about 500k XP an hour, but I gotta say, I like my Slayer tasks a bit more chill than this. These guys slap. Leg piece top, the hardest leg piece to get. I hate the minion path. Let me just finish my aura. I have time for one more kill on it. Okay, so with this, I now have one more piece of each leg piece. So my decision to make a Noxious Bow with my first leg has not come back to bite me, which is great. I'm at KC 368 and my leg pieces are 1 in 40. So I'm a little under the rate here. I've had 7 and I should have had 9, but you know, that's RNG. Finishing my Strange Rock statue, and I'm pretty sure that there's some kind of level from this. No, but so close on crafting. The Priv statue will get me there. And that's level 91 crafting. Beautiful. That's actually a lot of unlocks. Wow. Full Onyx Ring. I wonder. Okay, I've decided I've reached that point in the account's life where it's time. I'm gonna make a Grace of the Elves and a Luck of the Dwarves. Luck of the Dwarves is basically just a tier 4 luck ring, which is fine. But Grace of the Elves is a high-level skilling necklace, which has 2 main effects I'm interested in. Firstly, it lets you store up to 500 porter charges in it, which is incredibly useful for gathering skills like archaeology, and makes them much more AFK. Grace of the Elves also periodically spawns Seren spirits while skilling, which you can loot for rare drop table items. And when you're also wearing a Luck of Dwarves at the same time, the Seren spirits have a 1 in some infinitesimal chance of dropping the legendary Hazelmir's Signet Ring, or HSR for short. The HSR is a tier 4 luck ring, that gives you a chance of doubling loot from bosses, and is just meant. It's just generally a massive flex for any Ironman account to have. Obviously, the chance of getting it is tiny, but it's still cool. And the Grace of the Elves has a lot of functionality outside of its meme drop chance anyway. So, long story short, that is why, for reasons that totally make sense, I'm mining Luminite ore. Luminite ore makes rune bars. Rune bars make junk refiners. Very slowly. And junk refiners refine junk into refined components. Also very slowly. Wow. I mean, this is really very slow. But I did need these refined components to make my alchemical onyx. Alright, I've got my onyx, and somewhere inside here, somewhere inside here, I need a higher invention level. I need to use a potion boost. Okay, here we go. Alchemical onyx. And now I click here to make an alchemical onyx necklace. 4000 XP, wow. What a training method. Just 80 million GP a pop. And the last thing to do is enchant it, and boom! My very own Grace of the Elves. And that is so cool. You could toggle stuff on for porters. This is going to be so useful for stuff like archaeology. I need to make the ring too, but I've run out of fortunate components, so I'll be cracking open some of my secret stash of clue caskets looking for uniques. I'll start with the easies. Blue Beret, that's my first unique, and a collection log slot. Saradomin robe legs. I also got a duplicate composite bow. So 3 uniques and 2 new collection logs from 8 easy clues is pretty nice. Okay, I now have 21 fortunate components, and I think I need 29 more for the second onyx. Alright, hard caskets up next. Oh, 2 uniques in 1 casket, plus a new collection log. 12 million GP. People hate puzzle boxes. Blue Dragonhide Chaps G. An Ancient Cloak. Okay, this is not going super well. I'm pretty behind rate here for uniques. Blessed Guthix Coif. Armadillo Mitre and a Room Helm H5. 2 combos. Zami Plate Body, okay. You can get bonus XP from these clues as well. I didn't know that. Rune Shield H4. And the last one is no fortunate components. That's okay, I picked up a little bit towards the end there with the components. Okay, so I've got 36 fortunate components and 33 elite caskets to go, so I should be okay here. Armadillo Chaps, Zaros Chaps, Vandal's Plate Leg, and an Armadillo Skirt. But a Golden Compass? I don't even know what that is. It's the Treasure Trail pet? It unlocks Artemis. Alright, let's take a look at him. Okay, I can't summon pets here. Okay, he's a cool looking deer thing. Very nice. I have no idea what the drop rate is, but I got him from 108 clues it looks like. Alright, time for the rest of the clues. Double unique. Armor Kite Shield. Vandal's Dragonhide Body. Vandal's Crozier. Armor Kite Shield. Okay, I'm 2 components off. Zaros Dragonhide. And the last one we need, an Armor Full Helm, and that is 50 components. Skipping forward in time, let's enchant this Luck of the Dwarves, and boom. It's done. We have the ring necklace combo. Very nice. I look like such a pro with my Grace of the Elves on. Alright, okay, last thing. Let's take a look at my clue log. It's a bit pathetic. I haven't done very many. General clue rewards, 47 out of 68. It's definitely missing some of the pages. I guess I got some of them before the log came out. Yeah, because I've actually completed a Bandos book, but it's not showing the pages. Easy is 14 from 81. Medium is just 5 from 82. Wow. Hard is 26 from 118. Not too shabby. And Elite is 13 from 71. And I haven't done any Masters. Yeah. Well, I am super happy with this recent clue opening. Super happy. And I'm super happy with the new skilling upgrades. They're just a really cool milestone for an Ironman account. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All that jazz. And see you next time.